Hello everybody and welcome to Movement Monastery. I'm FrancescoGCaban and today we're talking about dynamic stretching. Now dynamic stretching can be done in a couple of different ways. Moving for speed, so athletic movement such as breakdancing, tricking, or tumbling, specifically for those. So let's get started. First thing, we're going to start out with our arms. We're going to start out with giant circles, and I recommend doing this in 10 to 20 repetitions for every single thing that we do. So starting out, big backward arm circles, 20 repetitions. And I'm going to make sure that as I do this, as I start to warm up in the shoulder joint and I feel that opening up, I'm going to allow myself to do bigger swings and get that nice and juiced up there, right? Great, and now we're going to go the other way. Forward, over the front, big circles. You're probably going to feel this in the muscles in the back warming up there, and that's okay because the next thing we're going to go into is going to be an arm jump swing. All right, next one is front and back, up top to bottom. And I'm using this momentum to help get me farther into these stretch positions and warm up these end ranges here. Arms across in front. Now keep in mind, when you're doing athletic movement, you tend to move into ranges that you may not actually have control over, and that's why this is a great warm-up to teach yourself how to understand momentum. It teaches your body how to understand momentum. Next one's going to be one up, one down, and switch them. You get this cross-lateral motion going on. And the next one we're going to do is a side-to-side swing. Swinging the arm open, feeling the chest open up, that spinal twist, and feeling how the hips lock the upper body, the lower body into place, and feeling that end range with the arm swinging to the back. Finally, we're going to reach over and over, trying to do a complete side bend, side to side. Really important that you're keeping your elbows straight, so you're consistently swinging into the same spot. We're going to be getting a little bit deeper each time. Now we're going to work on our lower back. So this next part, you might have to do this on something that's a little bit higher up based on your flexibility. But you're going to put one foot to the front, lean forward as far as you can, and you're going to do some bounces downward. Now I can already touch the floor, so I reach toward the floor with this one. But you might only be able to touch your toe, maybe just your knee, right? Maybe you're up here and doing this one because you don't have the lower back mobility, flexibility yet. But coming down here, getting some strong bounces into the bottom. This will light up any area that doesn't have mobility or flexibility. So right here it might light up for you, maybe back here, maybe your glute. Coming back up, switch to the other side, down bent. Same thing, you can go straight to the floor, straight to the toe, straight to the knee. If you don't have the flexibility, you do it up here. About 10 to 20 bounces, again. Good, then we're going to do legs open. Arms are going to reach across, and we're going to go side to side, doing this twist motion. Again, if you can't reach the floor, you're reaching for your ankles, or reach high with the top arm, and across with the bottom arm. And you can only go here. Reaching side to side. Next one's going to be straight through and throwing forward. Straight through, throw forward. This next one's going to require you to be on the floor to really open up the front here. So from a push-up position, flat on the floor, you're pressing up and back down again. Try to lift with your back and press up. Lift with your back and press up. For this one, you're probably only going to have to do about 5 to 10 repetitions. Each one. Finally, we're going to do the lower part of the body. So let's start out with some leg swings. Bringing one leg to the back. You want your hip extended. Arms are up for balance. We don't want them relaxed down. Either here, here, somewhere for balance. And you're bringing the back leg up, trying to keep the leg as straight as possible, and swinging higher and higher based on how your flexibility feels that day. Maybe one day I'm too tight and I can't swing this high as normal. As you swing quicker, put more power behind it, you'll notice that you get a little more height behind it. Let's get the other side. It might just be here for you. Yeah? We're going to try and go up as high as we can. Get the body ready for moving quickly into these ranges. Great. Next one is going to be out to the side. Think of it slightly in front of you. Turn your feet out with heels together. That's the line in which you're going to be kicking with your foot. So turn my feet out. Okay? That's as far as they can go. I'm not going to force it to the side. Okay, I'm just going to let my feet come out lightly like that. Put my hands directly out to the side. I'm going to put one leg behind the other. And I'm going to kick up to the side. Toes are pointing toward the ceiling. You can see this from the side here, what it looks like. Notice I'm not turning my foot down. But really start to feel yourself warm up now. And then the other side. Foot goes behind you. Up. Up. Remember, about 10 to 20 of these in each position. As you get better at this, get more warmed up, you kick higher and higher and higher in each one. Now we're going to go straight to the back. You might need a chair for this, a bench, you can use a wall, you can use a table, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use the chair for this next one. Place both my hands right here, and I'm going to swing the back leg straight up behind me. Again, trying to keep the leg as straight as I can, and feeling how the momentum pulls the leg up. And you might just be right here. And that's fine. Maybe you can't bend over this far, so use the higher part of the chair. Let's get the other side. And it's 20 repetitions. Next one, I highly recommend having a target in front of you to do this next one. You're going to be doing an outside crescent. So you do a circle over the top of something. I'm facing this object. I only want it about hip height or however high I can actually kick straight up. So use something that if you kick it the first couple of times, it's not going to hurt you. I know I can kick way higher than this, so this is perfectly okay for me. My leg's going to go across my body and then up and over to the other side. Okay? I'm going to repeat that. Now, if this is too much for your hips right now, you can always alternate sides. So you can do one side, reposition to the other, and do the other side. And feel free to let your body kind of twist out of it if it's too much on your hips. You gotta listen to yourself, right? If your hips are getting tighter, that's not what you want. You want to feel like you're getting looser and more mobile as you go through all of this. Other side. I'm gonna show this from the side. Here we go. Okay. Now we're going to do the inside crescent. So that was outside crescent, which works crossing, then opening. Now we're going to open and then cross. A little bit different. And for this one, I prefer to use my hand instead. So I put my hand to the front, put my other leg to the back, opposite leg to the back. I'm going to bring it up, try to slap my hand. You might not be able to slap your hand yet, that's okay. Here, slap the hand. here, slap it, up, slap it, slap it, slap it. Little high. To the other side. Up. Also, the more you get used to using momentum with this, you won't have to do as many kicks to warm up too. So, for me, I can do like 5 of these and I'm good to go. Some people might have to do 10, maybe 20 to get really warmed up here. Good. Lastly, with this one, we're going to be doing a side lift. Again, you might want to cheer for this one, just for the balance aspect of it, but we're going straight to the side, no hip bend or anything. Straight to the side. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this one tends to pinch to the side because it depends on your hip structure. All right, and you'll be able to tell this because as you come up, it pinches. So try to get just below that pinch. Don't push too much into it. This is a hard range for people to get into. That's why most of the time high kicks, you see that people turn their back leg so they can actually get more from the other hip, right? So keep in mind, there's something in the way there sometimes, and you have to be ready for that. And the other side, and then face backwards so you can see what I mean. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Lastly, I highly recommend you do some bounces through the ball of the foot just to get that ready for impact. Go front to back. Keep your heels up. Side to side. And one foot for a little bit. Switch sides. Front to back. Other side, front to back. Side to side. This is also going to give you a lot of feedback of how to rebound side to side and the other one. And that's it for the dynamic warm-up. Now go trick and practice. See you guys later. I'm FrancescoGCaban. This is Movement Monastery channel. Thanks for watching.